Hey folks, welcome to the farm vlog. I'm Matt, and we have got us a little cold snap here, April 2nd. So much for March weather, so to speak. So we just got a little return of it. It's supposed to warm up here next day too. What I'm doing today is trying to get set up, these beehives set up for the bees we're getting next week. Since it's blowing almost 20 mile an hour, I can't, nothing on tripods are standing up. So I'm using my phone to try to get you a couple shots. Previous video, we went and prepped area we're going to use them. Now, one thing we have here that is real tough to cope with are fire ants. And based on our research, what we're going to do is lay some ground or some weed barrier down. Supposedly the black in the summertime heats up the ground so much that the fire ants don't like to get underneath of it. Now we're going to staple those down, and what I'm going to do is try to put a little border edging around the area, just kind of dress it up a little bit. But before we do, we're going to put some of this granular fire ants killer as more of a preventionary measure, and the wind just blew me over. We're going to take a little cultivator rake and take our area and scarify it if we can, and then we're going to put some of those granules in, mix it in the soil, and come after that, we're going to put some diatomaceous earth down to kind of get as a repellent, so to speak, so we can get the fire ants to stay away. Lastly, on the stands, what we'll do is put a little grease on the stand bases, so it'll keep and we'll use like an automotive grease to keep the ants from, if they get on top of the weed barrier and eventually get over to the stands, that'll keep them off of those stand legs and crawling up into the hive and basically killing the hive and robbing the hive of the honey or the nectar inside. So follow along. Hopefully, unfortunately I can't do some in process. I'll do take some shots as I go, kind of get them through the status, and we'll see you at the end of the video. Here are the stands. They're not much to them. They're just stands. Ground cover, landscape ground cover from A&A Grower Supply. As always, I'm not endorsing or sponsored by any of these products. There's just some regular high yield ant control, and then some diatomaceous earth there. All right, laying it off. What I kind of figured was I'm gonna have 4 foot per box, because I got to set them at an angle, because this this little bed's going to be running north-south, or excuse me, it's southeast to northwest, and I'm going to have the boxes skewed this way, so I figured about 4 foot per box at the catty corner, and that's including my anchors spacing, because I'm going to go ahead and have these tied down for hurricane protection. But and then added a foot on the end, so I'm figuring that this spot here that we're going to have set up is going to be about 18 feet long, and that's what I'm going to prep and put the ground cover. Now, when you hear me talk about a four prong cultivator rake, that's all it is. It goes in the ground. It'll rip it pretty good, 2.5 inches, and kind of incorporate it. If the soil is hard, you wait for it to get wet, and it can really get some work done. Doesn't cover a lot of area, but it goes deep. As always, maintain proper PPE. Wear a good pair of nitrile gloves when you're handling that fire ant granules. You can see I scratched the ends, and I went ahead and put some granules down. Kind of went a little heavy on there, so they'll stay a little while. What I'm going to do is come back and rake them in. All right, now we got our diatomaceous earth in, and we're going to do the same thing, rake it in with the cultivator rake. Hey, just maybe I forgot to say this earlier. Don't know, I'm going to add this in. Hey, with all the products we're using in this video, I am not by all means promoting, soliciting. It's not a paid promotion. This is just the products I'm using to get my little project done. So, with that, for entertainment purposes, that hope you enjoy. Tough fighting this ground cover, but I will say I like the fact that this ground cover comes pre-marked. me to go ahead and cut this part off flush right here, so I can maximize the amount of fabric I got. All right, played with setting them up. Obviously, this 8 frame smaller than that 10 frame, but I think I'm gonna put this anchor right there at that intersecting point. This one back there at that one. This one at this one, and then I might come back further back there since this is a little bit bigger box. But these anchors are going to be for our hurricane protection. You know, obviously, being where we are, gotta prepare for that. All right, in the process of putting this no-dig edging in, just nails in. Now the instructions call for it to be a nail to be every 10 tabs. I found that to be a little loose, so I'm putting one every 5 tabs, and I'm going to run short, so I'm gonna have to go run to Lowe's or somewhere to get some more of these stakes, or whether I use some galvanized nails or not. All right, folks. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish up the little bit of edging I was going to do to really dress this spot up. So I'm gonna have to, tomorrow Saturday, I'm gonna get head in the truck, make a early morning Lowe's run, and then come back and finish it. And then we'll probably wait till we actually get the bees here to grease the stand. But pretty much is wrapping it up, so we'll get the finishing touches on it tomorrow. With that, I think they'll wrap this video up. Hopefully y'all can take some pointers. Like I said, we've done some research, and we are doing when I say we, my wife and I are doing what we feel is the best way to be on this. We're still noobs and beginners, but this is what we're planning on doing. So we'll live and learn. If something comes up awry, then we'll fix it and deal with it when we come up there. So with that, hope y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time.